That Beck's like a soap opera climax. Mackie's mum pondered. Mackie returned to chasing Addie again. Learning boxing was overwhelming. She didn't want back to that harsh place, like prison. This time, though, Mum didn't argue. Clearly, Addie's words hit home, as she didn't want her kid to be a couch potato forever. However, Mackie was still in the dark about it. Fuming, she tracked down Addie, convinced he was using bravery to drag them into training just to save them. But seeing the angry girl, Addie fell silent, unsure how to explain his intentions. The girl mistook his silence for guilt, getting madder as she ran to the outside until Coach finally stepped in. The coach told her that Addie had paid for all her training and the association wasn't funding any men anymore. Mackie was shocked, realizing she had misunderstood him as she watched Addie's lonely back. All he wanted was to give her the best training. Because he didn't want her remarkable talent to be stifled or go unnoticed, he was willing to spend all his savings and assets to support her training. Now, that's what true love is all about. Memories of her time with Addie flooded into Mackie's mind, and suddenly she understood his intentions completely. Determined, she decided to learn boxing under Addie. Meanwhile, back at the gym, Addie watched her return with a proud grin. With Addie's guidance, Mackie progressed rapidly. After a few days together, she found herself crushing on this scruffy guy. She kept questioning her interactions with Addie. Watching Mackie flirt with him ignited a jealous spark in Rex. Rex was confused. He learned boxing before Mackie, so why was he now just a background character? Now, Mackie was the star, while Rex was just a sidekick. Jealousy bred revenge from here on out. Decked out in her best, Mackie geared up to confess her feelings, but when she mentioned it, Addie shot her down without a second. Subtitles. He also informed Mackie that the national team selection was about to start, and Mackie should focus on the competition. Mackie felt frustrated at the coach's words, thinking if he didn't endorse her, she'd just give up on the national team. Watching the coach leave, Mackie's face turned shy but also defiant. Back in training, Mackie was distracted by her playful banter with Addie and didn't notice the protruding nail on the wall behind Rex. While sparring with Rex, she sensed he was intentionally dodging. Defenseless, she went oops into the nail. Pain surged through Mackie, yet Rex watched coldly, as if viewing a comedy. Rex pretended to help her, only making things worse for her. The day of the national team selection arrived. Although her wound was still fresh, she toughened up and went to compete. After a few rounds, pain hindered her focus. A moment's distraction, she stepped back and got hit. Seeing her like this, Addie thought she was still sulking, and his frustration swiftly bubbled over. But this girl was foolishly letting herself go, leaving him disappointed and questioning if his rigorous training was the right choice. Seeing the once glorious boxer now dull, a surge of satisfaction filled Rex as disheartened Addie left with others. Leaving Mackie all alone, who wanted to bury her glorious blunders deeper. So she resolved to not relive her oops moments anymore, just wanting to hide away. In her solitude, Mackie quietly bore her sorrow, feeling like she had lost a beam of light. She'd often revisit the riverbank, reminiscing about the happy times with Addie, a bittersweet nostalgia washing over her. She felt lost as this man had taught her so much, now just a memory lingering on. But just when God closed one door, another window opened. One day, she got a call from Mr. Cartley. He invited Mackie to a cultural exchange event, and this news shone a light into her long-closed heart. Overjoyed, she found Mr. Cartley, who asked her to fight a lightweight competitor. As a lightweight competitor for Mackie, attempting to fight in the higher weight class was by no means an easy feat. It was truly a high-stakes gamble. Now I'm the coach of the International Queens team. Didn't you know? This is a top-tier competitor. If you can't handle it, you're out of luck, right? This is your moment. Ready to tackle the hard challenge? After a few rounds, the opponent hooked Mackie down, hilarious yet thrilling awesome. Having never felt so defeated, she realized the gap in strength, looking around and feeling like a total joke. Cartley checked up on Mackie, showing concern for her well-being, clearly still thinking about her beauty. To get her on board, Cartley even promised her a spot on the national team. Spotting the scheming man, Mackie knew she couldn't let him have his way. She slapped Cartley, feeling instantly relieved. Once the door shut, she felt lost, reminiscing about her glory days with Addie, her happiest moments. Those were among the few days she dreamt of being a champion, but that dream felt like a distant star now. After confronting Cartley, her life didn't get easier. He smeared her with false accusations. Left helpless, Mackie curled up, remembering her tough upbringing but refusing to give up. Just then, a woman secretly passed the phone to the helpless girl. Smart Mackie got it and dialed a mysterious number, hoping someone would hear her SOS and call Addie.